All right, let's do this. Let's pick a number between 2 and 14. Remember, that's what our other side, our third side has to be. You said what? You said 3? Okay. So let's say that third side is 3. So can we have a triangle with sides 2, 3, and 14? How do you I'm sorry, 14? Okay, let me think a second. I'm not thinking right. Hold on. Here we go. All right, I think we got it straight now. Um, what were our original sides? Our original sides were 6 and 8, correct? All right, so our third side, we'll put a blank right there. Our third side has to be somewhere in between here. All right, that's right, isn't it? Okay, now I'm straight. So our third side has to lie somewhere between 2 and 14. So now go ahead and pick a side. You said what, 3? So can we have a side 3? Yeah, because you take the two smaller ones, 6 and 3. What is that? That's 9. Okay, is 9 greater than 8? Yes, you can. Okay, so you can keep picking numbers in between here, and it should make this thing work. Let's pick another one just for fun.
13.9.
Yeah, let's not go real crazy. Yeah, let's go like, I don't know, let's go like 10. Okay, that's in between there, isn't it? So again, take the two smaller sides. Which ones are smaller this time? 6 and 8. So 6 and 8 is 14. Is 14 greater than 10? Yes, it is. Okay. Now let's just for fun pick some numbers outside our region, if you want to call it that. 15. Okay. 1. All right, let's do 1. 1's easy. Okay. So now let's take the two smaller sides. 6 and 1. 6 and 1 are 7. Is 7 bigger than 8? No, it's not. So that means you can't have any numbers less than there. So do you see how all these numbers in between here make a valid third side? So I can pick any number between 2 and 14 and I can get a triangle with 6, 8, and whatever that third side is. Does that make any sense at all? Okay. If I pick a number to the right, it's not going to work. If I pick a number to the left of this, it's not going to work. I can only pick numbers in between here. What if I actually picked one of those numbers? What if I picked like a 2? What if I said 2? No. 6 and 2 is 8. Is 8 bigger than 8? No. Could you get a triangle with sides 6, 2, and 8? You can't, because the 6 and the 2, if they were on the ends of that third side, they would touch each other, right? As soon as you start making an angle out of it, guess what? There's going to be a gap in between them. Does that make sense? So you can't have sides 6, 2, and 8. Didn't you always kind of figure that I could have any lengths of sides to get a triangle out of it, couldn't I? I mean, you hadn't really thought about it too much, but now once you think about it, you're like, well, yeah, wait a minute. You can't just have any 3 sides in the world to make a triangle. You got to have ones that fit. Okay, and how does it fit? You take the two smaller ones, and it has to be, the sum of those two smaller ones has to be greater than the third side. I didn't say greater than the longest side, did I? I said greater than the third side. You got it? Actually, if I took the two smaller ones, it would always be greater than the longest side. That would be true. Okay. Well, if the sides are all the same length, that works as well, doesn't it? So what if I had a triangle that's 5, 5, and 5? That's an equilateral triangle. Can we have an equilateral triangle? Yeah, because 5 and 5 is 10. 10 is definitely bigger than that third side. Make sense? Okay. So that's a situation where the third side is not necessarily the longest side. You got it? The homework's really actually pretty easy. It's just a matter of doing those two things. Okay, I give you 3 sides. Well, I don't. The book does. They give you 3 sides, and they say, do these 3 sides form a triangle? And so what do? You take the two smaller ones, add them up, see if it's greater than the other side. And then they give you a problem where they give you, a 6 and an 8, and they say, okay, what's the range? I think they use the word range. And this is the range. It's between 2 and 14, right? So what do? How did you get, by the way, how'd you get 2 out of this, and how'd you get 14 out of that? Yep, you add them to get the 14, and then you subtract them to get the 2. Okay, so on this, you just say, oh, 2, 14, x has to be between, so we go bang, bang like this. Look how easy that is. It's really simple stuff, okay? But it's the understanding of why you do it. I could just sit here and say, okay, see this problem right here? All you do is you just add those up, and if it's bigger than the third one, then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't work. But that wouldn't have been very good, right? I could have just said, hey, see these two numbers right here? Just subtract them, add them, put an x in between, boom, you're done. Then you could have actually done all the problems. But I'm trying to get you to understand why we're doing what we're doing. Make sense? Okay, this is page 363. And we're doing 6 to 17 and 20 and 21. Section 5.5. There it is right there. Should be pretty simple. There's really not even that many problems to do. And they're actually real short, quick, easy. But try to show a little work on here, okay? Like on this one, if I was going to do this, if I gave you sides 5, 5, and 5, what would I do? I'd go 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 is greater than 5, then yes, I can make a triangle out of it. Okay? That's the work. It's not that hard, is it? All right? I know you can do 5 plus 5 in your head, but I want to see that you know what's going on right here. All right, that's it. Enjoy.